Hello everyone, in this video we'll talk about the next water soluble vitamin, that is niacin, otherwise B3. So niacin, unlike B1 and B2, B3, niacin is also useful for energy releasing, okay, especially carbohydrate metabolism. Okay, nicotinic acid or nicotinamide, there are two forms of in case of niacin, okay. Nicotinic acid and there is a simple benzene ring attached with the carboxylic group, okay, COOH. If in case amino group is added to the carboxylic group, it will be converted to nicotinamide, okay. So don't get confused with the nicotine, okay. So nicotine is totally different from this B complex vitamin. So coming to the sources, legumes, yeast, liver, fish, meat, these are all the rich sources of niacin. And regular daily allowance, how much amount of B3 should be in your diet, that is 15 to 20 milligrams per day is sufficient to perform its functions in the body. So being water soluble vitamins, its absorption transport is simple, okay, and the active forms are like NAD and NADP will be present in the circulation. So NAD and NADP, so NAD is nothing but nucleotide adenine dinucleotide, okay, and niacin adenine dinucleotide, niacin adenine dinucleotide phosphate. So these are the two coenzymes, NAD and NADP. NAD you can see in all oxidation reduction reactions, NADP you can see in synthetic reactions, especially lipid synthesis. So the difference between NAD and NADP is addition of phosphate group and the pentose, that means ribose of the sugar present in the structure. So this is a complete structure, nicotinamide. Okay, functions, NAD and NADP involved in oxidation reduction reactions, NAD in oxidative pathways such as TCA cycle and glycolysis, that is oxidation of glucose, breaking of glucose to produce energy, and NADP in reductive pathways, especially synthesis of cholesterol and fatty acid. Okay, so these are all the pathways where NADP is useful. So deficiency manifestations, it is characterized by 3D. So what do you mean by 3D? If you say, so all dermatitis starting with D, okay, and diarrhea is starting with D, and dementia is also D. So niacin deficiency characterized by 3D, okay, dermatitis, diarrhea, dementia. There is skin problems, there is gastrointestinal problems, and there are neural problems, dermatitis, right? So dementia, okay. So all these are involved in niacin deficiency, and this is called pellagra. So if you are having skin lesions, okay, and having GIT problems, having neural problems, all this leads to a condition called pellagra, and if it is untreated, this pellagra leads to death. So that's why in MCQs, okay, multiple choice questions and competitive exams they'll ask, okay, the characteristics of pellagra like 3D leads to 4th D. What is that? 4th D is nothing but death. This is 4th D. So 3D leading to 4th D. D, death is also start with the letter death. Okay. So what are the reasons for the deficiency, dietary deficiency? You remember niacin can be synthesized in the body, not like other B complex vitamins. Okay, they are supposed to be supplied in the diet, but in case of niacin, there is a facility, okay, from amino acid tryptophan, some amount of niacin used to synthesize. So 60 milligrams of tryptophan, 2 mg of niacin will be synthesized, okay. So that way you can synthesize, though you are not taking proper niacin in the food, that way you can make out niacin in the body from tryptophan. So remember the amino acid from which niacin is synthesized, that is tryptophan. So if tryptophan is not working, so that is also causing deficiency. So the drugs like isoniazids in tuberculosis, so these drugs will inhibit the synthesis of niacin from tryptophan, and Hartnupp's disease where tryptophan will be released in the urine, and carcinoid syndrome, this is also related to tryptophan metabolism where tryptophan is not available in making of niacin. So that's all about niacin. Thanks for the listening. Thank you.